Hello, it's Paulo Pinheiro here again, and I would like to thanks Roger from Mad Fossil University to open my eye about this when I first saw he's showing the fish here. What do you see? The fish, his eye. What I thought was his eye that just slide down here, what is called the rigid structure. I thought was the eye of the fish that just slide there, and then I thought that could be another fish, another creature there. But Roger seems to he thinks that is Atlantis, because there's a map that is from I don't know how many 100 years BC. They had a map and had Atlantis written there, and he shows he goes into more details about it. You might wanna check, you know. I thought also that could be, you know, part of the mouth. This part here, I think is part of the mouth of the fish. You see, because this sand, this sand that's coming like this, you know. Remember this, because I wanted to make this video of all the dragons that I found, and a very unique thing that I think Roger missed it, but I'm gonna point it, maybe you guys see it, I don't know. So look at this guy here. We always heard about those white dragons, right? And I think you see all this sand, the shape it does, you know, seems like a head here, right? And then his tongue is coming down there. You see his tongue here, and this are here, and then here his head, his ears here, one ear, other one there, and then the neck here and here, and you see this wing, I think it's part of the wing, because this ends here, you see, ends there, as if it was like pulled off the head of and you know, I think this is not the wing, this might be the hair of the dragon, or part of the wing, because it's pretty long, you know. And then here, if you look at here, so okay, stay with me here. Okay, so you see here is where it ends the body, right? Here comes the neck here, and then here ends. See that this one makes a track here, this sandy, seems that something like dragged here. I don't know if this part, you know, tried to fly away, or if it was pulled, or the body, you know. Because if you see here here's the head, and then the neck here, right, and here it stops here, and it seems that it's his front paw here or something, maybe. Let me see. You see here might be and then if you follow me here, you see this, like, seems that is a track, you know, that was dragged there, and then it comes to this side here, You see continues here, and then I show you this other guy here. Okay, please stay with me. And you see here, you see is a head. I think this whole thing here is a head. This is the jaw, comes the neck here, and then part of the neck here, and then this fluffy thing that goes above this, like a wing, the wings, and then here is the front arm. Here is part of the body, see, here's the belly, this darker part here, and then here follows more the wing. You see is this, seems that it has this wing, this thing, and then, but this, you see here the body comes here, and then stops kind of funny here, and then I think that head belongs here, you know. And then this, I don't know if it's two, one here and one here, because here you see two animals, or if this head belongs to this animal, the white one. And then what happened is this part here, I think just this part here is the head of this animal, and this head here, this thing here, I think it belongs to this other dragon here. Let me show. Here, look at this guy. Here's his head, okay, his neck goes here, all like his body here, his wing goes up there. Let me show more. You see, comes like his head, his neck, his body, his wings coming all the way up here. The other wing goes there. You see, this wing goes there, and then I think here comes another head of this one here. There's a thing in this middle here. I still didn't you know, figure it all out, because I think here I see like some like tentacles or something coming down from here, that from this area here, which seems that something was, you know, pulled off, you know, but I still didn't see it very clear. So you see the white creatures, right? And then the wing, his wing comes all, you see, and then you follow the wings, like follows, and then seems that on the bottom here, you know, this whole thing here is there's another one or two or three of them buried, half buried. So it seems that the back goes, you know, one way. But anyway, let's not go into this now. Let me show you now one. So you thought that one was big one. If you thought that this one, which Roger showed us, was the big one, let me show you. You see, they starting to get bigger. The white one, this one got bigger, and then I found another one. Let me go there to the America. Okay, this guy, this whole area here is the North America. You know, the Central and North America is, I see three huge beings, like huge. So they are formed of this. So if you see, here is the tail. So here's like a fish tail. The sea goes, and then makes it like a tail there, and then there. Okay, and then the body goes there, and then some stripes of the tentacles. I think there's another one here. You know, another creature that doesn't belong to this, or came to attach to this eventually. And then this also, this part here, I think it would end there somewhere. It would disattach to this one that comes to South America. So, and then you see it. Stay here with me. So this is the tail, the fish tail, you see? And then the body comes all the way here. You see it here? And then it is this is the body of this creature. This green here is the dragon that he is like this. This dragon that comes here, the neck here, has this neck here and another one neck going here, which is part going under this creature here. This is the arm or something, some sort, or you know, the bodies, they are really kind of deteriorated already. But if you see the head of the dragon here and the neck, and then comes another one that is under this one, and part showing here. This is kind of on top of this. You see, I think this is the head of this neck here. See part of the head here, and this is kind of on top of it, and this was biting it, so it's kind of, they really hurt each other there, and this grabbed on top here. You see? So look at the scale then. So this whole creature here, that is like a huge fish, you see? A fish in I don't know what you can call dragon, that I think is like a lion, because I see this, it looks like a leopard print, you know, the color of this creature. And then you see here the head, the head of this dragon, the eye, right? And then goes the neck here, this neck that is little half under this creature, this neck here, you know, and the part here goes up here, and then here on the top you know, look at this now, this is beautiful. And then the neck comes here, and then this, like, it looks like a, you know, is another neck, and here's the head and the long nose here. You see, the neck is broken here and it's cutted here, and then here is like kind of you know, bending like that, and it was torn apart, like was pulled off. If you see, like a trunk of a tree, you know, a branch of a tree. And then his body continues here. If you see, it comes under the water here too. You see, and then his tail, right? You see, and then his tail come all the way here, right? This is the one huge one, this one, okay? And this creature here, and the other one is you see this guy, this is his head, right? It seems that he's wearing a headgear here with some attachments that has some face-like, you know, something. This one seems to be his arm and part of the tool here, the weapon he was doing. I'm thinking that Greenland was a shield, kind of a sort of weapon. If you look, it looks like a, you know, could you speculate about it? And then this is his chest. You see his neck there, his head, his chest, and then here you can see the fish tail there too, you know. Then this is his body, you know. This is so can you see? So this is his face with some heavy helmet or something, you know, some kind of weapon, his arm, you know, and then his chest, then his tail. Okay, so do you think that this is the big one? No. Let me show you now the big one. You see this in here, okay? This whole structure here, this whole thing here that comes attached to, you see, keep it following this down here. This hair is too big, this guy is too big. I have to start him from here. Okay, one of his head, part of his head, okay, is here. If you see this formation here, you see basically a profile of he laying down there, right? But he's hurt really bad, this guy, because you see here, let's see if, yeah, here can, okay, so here his body comes from here and then he got chopped, so part went there and part went here, okay? This whole thing here is kind of part of his horn, okay? So you can see, you know, if you follow here, here's the higher altitude, you know, where the meat, you know, this is all like kind of guts of his neck and head, you see. And then here you have the profile of his head, his nose goes all the way up there. And then you see it leaked, went all the way down there and contaminated, you know, a whole bunch of area there, you know, feeding a lot of things. But anyway, and then continue here with me. You see here his head there, right? Then part of it that was cutted, then, you know, or exploded or somehow, something. Here comes like his body, you know, his this is actually, you know, like this whole thing here is actually his body, his back, right? And then here, let me see if I can take those clowns off. Come on. You see this whole thing here? Let me see. No, guys. Let me see if that is the big one that I wanted to show you. Just let me. Yeah, this is here. Yeah, that's the one. But where is his leg with the thing? I saw his leg. Here. Gotcha. Okay, guys, so be ready for this, huh? Okay, so this, how can I don't think I can even show the side of the thing with these clowns. So here starts the feet, the very beginning of the foot. Okay, so and then comes like, yeah, his kind of leg and, you know, swimish things. You see the muscles and of the, you know, his legs, and then you see some goes there. From here he starts like his abdomen, you know, and then and go spread all the way up there. Okay, and then this seems to be that kind of thing that the shark, those fishes with scales has, that goes up there, and then you see go all the way up there and then go back to his back here, you see, here's his back, and then here's where that thing that those fishes they have on their back, you know. Australia is just showing off a part of it. And then you see this here is kind of his neck, you know, that is going up there. You see here his back, like under his arms, his bone of the the back of the shoulder T-bone, you know, I don't know, that goes, you know, the arms goes, you know, there, those arms, like the tentacles and up to there, you know. And then part here, you see, and then going back here, and then here is like it would be like his kind of shoulder, right? And then his head smashed here. So here's his neck, so part of his head there, his mouth there, and then the, you know, the neck and the part of the head together, you know, cut like, and then all this goo from inside his head. So I don't know if you guys can see this guy. So I think if theirs was the Satan, this one was it, you know, because I don't know if you guys could see what I tried to show here. And then all this goo, all these things here, this kind of thing that leaked off him, you know. And if you look close, you see some animals and some thing that was all melted, you know. And then here, the last thing, to don't make this video too big, you know, there is what it seems like, you know, a man. You see this, this is his colon. Here's one side of the body, the shoulder, the back, and then here's another. And then here seems to be the leg going there. And then, you know, here's the face and the head. Would be this what I, you know. But you know, Google Earth, there's a lot of images, you know, overlapping, you know, the map. So it's pretty tricky. They put really real cartoons, you know. I think they are trying to deceive us somehow. So all these things here that we're showing, you know, might be a whole bollocks, because, you know, because I saw another map, you know. This is like, you can really see actually, but not so detailed like this. You know, it's really more rocky, like, you know, the images are different, but you still can see, you know. But so yeah, so Roger, if you want to hear, beside your dragon there's the head of the invisible dragon, the white dragon that is part of here. This is, you see his head here, okay, and then his body, is torn apart, like it's pulled off. And this, if you follow the track here, you're gonna connect close to where we have that oval there. And then here's the another head, okay, and then this is another guy, the another part of the body, the white. You go on the white sand and you see the direction it's doing. This is the wings, you know. So